Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to the second episode of Mon Bazou. First of all, I want to thank everybody for the support on the first episode. Thank you so much guys for watching it. It's an amazing to see it being such a success. And now back to the game. First thing we did was call my mom to improve that relationship, and then went cutting down trees. Because if you notice, it's Friday, and so I skipped a couple days I didn't show on camera. However, I pretty much did every day the same thing. I went out, chopped some wood, and then loaded it into my truck. After like 5 minutes, I was done having everything loaded up and headed over to Francis. And we have arrived, and I'll just put every single firewood next to his pile there, and I'll get out and talk to him once I park it over. And so far, Francis hasn't moved a single bone in his body since Monday. He's just been sitting in that chair. But wait. Francis just agreed that if we can give him 48 pieces of firewood quickly, he'll start working on our garage, which completely changed our plans for today. And we're back with the 48 pieces of firewood, and he says, "Thank you, little brother, I will start working on your garage tomorrow, so can't wait how that's gonna look." Next we headed over to the city and checked out the stand if there's more potatoes, but I didn't see any, so I just started driving forward again. And yeah, we're gonna go talk to our friends, improve the relationships, and see if we can buy anything. But I just spotted something new. What is this? This hasn't been here any day of the week, only on Friday so far. Well, I haven't played Saturday and Sunday, so I don't really know. There's some guy sitting here, and I have great stuff this week. Check it out. 0 out of $5,000. So we'll probably have to spend a lot of money at his place. And from what I'm looking around, there's just a bunch of car parts, and I'm thinking I'm gonna buy all of it and just make my car the fastest car possible. Because there's that poster on top of my fridge, and it's talking about the night races. So this will be something we'll definitely need if we want to become the street king of this Canadian town. But as I'm looking around, everything is so expensive, so I'll just have to pass. I just made $400, so that's all I have. At least I treated myself to a little bit of maple syrup, so that was nice. It's only $7, so why not? And next we just talked to the guys at the station. They just say the same stuff as always. Next I stopped at the Maple Syrup Federation, and I needed to pick up some items because I started my maple syrup production, or at least setting it up, and that will be a major focus of this episode because we're gonna head back to the sugar shack we just built and put it to good use. We also talked to our guy over there, and I discovered there's a map of this place, so this is how the game map looks like. And I believe you can go north of this map, and there's a secret hidden island there, which may hold some surprises, but we'll explore that later. On the way back I stopped at the poutine shop to get myself poutine, and this guy still didn't want to be my friend, so I just waited around because I wanted to do the pizza deliveries today. But it got really boring because it wasn't 5 PM yet, so I just decided to do some parkour. And by accident I discovered some sort of Easter egg. We skipped ahead and the window should open anytime, and here we go. We load the pizzas up in the truck and start our deliveries. and we have to follow the arrow on top, which show us where to exactly go. I'll leave the whole clip in because this delivery was just a mess. Look at this. First delivery and I crashed into their tree in front of their door. But we managed to get it done, and that's 21 bucks right there. Next one is over there, we can see it in distance. So I just steamroll straight ahead. Hopefully I'll be able to stop. Let's say I just got lucky there. There was no way I was going to stop. I entered into some kind of drift and managed to do it. And this is our last delivery of the day. And we come in style and destroy their house. But we still get 15 bucks for it. And the pizza snack says well done. So we headed back home, and I parked the truck near the woodcutter because we'll be hooking it up to the truck and carrying it over to the sugar shack. I was struggling with it, but I managed to get it on. I had it for myself, but I noticed that the flowers need some watering, so that's what I did. Between the days I also managed to get seeds to that magical plant, which will bring us a lot of money in Canada. And we arrived to the sugar shack, so we'll just carry all the stuff inside. After all the stuff has been moved inside, I started setting up this pole, which didn't work the first time, but now it did, which will allow me to split these syrup wires, I don't know how to call it, syrup hoses, which suck the maple syrup out of the maple trees, and this pole manages you to connect it to multiple trees at once. It was late at night, so I went back home, started the generator, and also did some refueling with the gas canister I just filled up at the gas station this afternoon. After I was done with that, I went back home and just decided to turn off the lights and go back to bed, because it was getting late and we'll wake up early tomorrow to start getting the maple syrup production set up. In the morning I drove over to the sugar shack. It was still pretty dark outside, but we'll make do with it. And I grabbed these, I guess, maple straws, I don't really know how to call them, and just started connecting them to the trees. And then I dragged the maple hoses and stretched them all over pretty much the area to connect them up to not all the trees, but many of them. I also saw that this thing was messed up, so I had to move it because I planted new maple trees that I'll be using. So I just had to move it a little bit so the maple tree isn't in the way. But once it grows up, we'll definitely connect it together. And with that, the maple trees that I wanted to be connected were connected, and we should have around maybe like 15 trees connected, 20 trees connected to the sugar shack, so it will be slow, but we'll be getting some kind of maple syrup production going. Then I went home, drank some maple syrup, and also called my mom. And she said that the priest saw me going 90 kilometers an hour through the town. So maybe we should listen to her and not do that again. But I'm not so sure of that. After that I headed straight to Francis and talked to him again, see what's new. As always, there's nothing, but he apparently is gonna start the production on my garage soon, so I can't wait for that. Then we went 100 kilometers an hour, so we didn't go 90 this time, so we should be fine. We went 100 and went to town. first stop was at the gas station, and it's just gonna be same stuff. Refill the fuel and talk to the guys.
bem, contato teu way.
Same stuff, same as usual. I also decided to cheat relationships, and this is how it's going. There's also some people I haven't talked to yet, but I don't know where to find them. Next I did some mandatory refilling of the fuel can and the truck, because we'll need to get the generator going again at night, and especially in this cold weather, because it's quite like foggy outside today. So whenever there's cold weather outside, the maple production slows down or stops. I also decided to go visit the Federation, but it's closed Saturdays and Sundays, so that was a wasteful trip. On my way back, I noticed this guy sitting in the chair in front of his house and decided to go talk to him. His name's Gauss, and our friendship increased, so that's cool. And apparently if you lose something, he can go look for it and he's gonna find it. I didn't lose anything yet, so I just went straight back home. And as you can see, Francis started working on the garage. I wonder how many days is that gonna take. We parked the car and decided to go home. It was early in the day and I really didn't know what to do. So I wanted to play on the computer, but I decided to hop on my Switch and just play a couple of games to pass the time.